and gentlemen. Welcome to the 7-Figure Fashion Business Podcast,
where we talk about the fashion industry and how to get your fashion business to 7 figures.
From manufacturing strategies, cut and sew designers, to fashion hot topics and the latest fashion trends, I'm your host, Monica Monique.
And I'm your host, XYZ. And let's jump into today's episode.
Good morning.
Hey guys, hopefully you're watching this on a football Sunday.
Because you're wearing your Eagles jersey?
Yes. Eagles is going to the chip, and they winning the chip this year. I need them to.
The chip? You mean the Super Bowl? What is the chip?
The championship?
Is that what people call it?
Chip?
I just call it the Super Bowl.
The chip.
The championship? The Super Bowl championship game?
The chip.
The Super Bowl.
The chip.
Isn't Super Bowl short for the Super Bowl championship game? Is this too much? Too many questions.
Anyways, guess who was in the hospital?
Who?
Me.
Not you.
So, I've been making these, like chest plates. Let's call them chest plates. Chest plates, porcelain corsets, frozen corsets, and I use this product called Resin epoxy, and I got it in my eye.
I don't understand.
I accidentally got it in my eye.
I thought you had those glasses.
Now I do, but I had the mask.
Okay.
I had the mask, and I had gloves, and I would wear clothes that I didn't care about. That was my safety kit. That was my protection. But now I actually have like the full body white suit with my gloves, with my mask, and with my goggles. And with my hoodie.
So you went to the hospital.
Yes, so I
was saying, how exactly did that happen? Because it was my worst fear to get stuff in my eye. Like, oh my God, I would freak out.
I was freaking out. That was the scariest. Now my eye on edge. That was the scariest like moment. So resin is very sticky. So the more I'm pouring out, it comes in this really well. I bought a really big bottle. I'm pretty sure people must complain about this all the time. So the more I'm pouring back and forth with all the different projects, the rim is getting sticky and it's clumping up. So the top isn't really like twisting on.
Okay.
So I'm like, whatever, like I'll just fix it later. So I just put the top on top. I didn't twist it because it wasn't going. So I'm working on the floor because I put like a trash bag on the floor, and it's just safer to work on the floor with the mannequin. And I wound up knocking the bottle over, and it spills like on the floor off of the trash bag. So I had grabbed a towel to clean it up, but I was moving so fast because I didn't want it to like just keep traveling on the floor and get on the floor. So I was moving too fast, and the towel is, it just trapped all of the resin. It absorbed all of the resin.
Okay.
So it came back and it smacked me in my eye just because I was moving so fast.
Right.
And a big glob of resin got into my eye. So I'm like, at first I was like, okay, because it wasn't inside my eye. Like I felt like it wasn't inside my eye. So I'm like, okay.
Like you felt like you had closed your eyelids soon enough for it to be.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, no panic. Just go to the sink. Grab some paper towels. Rinse it out. It's not inside your eye. I thought I could just wipe it off my face real quick. So that's what I did. And I feel like I opened up my eye too early. I should have like my face like 5 more times.
Mm.
So when I opened up my eye, I just started screaming. It felt like broken glass was in my eye.
Mm.
But I'm in the studio. I'm by myself. For one, I'm on the 3rd floor.
Oh Lord.
Nobody lives near the studio. None of the neighbors was there.
Lord.
I was just screaming. So like, I couldn't see. So I had like felt. I don't know what I did. I don't know how I got my phone. But
It was in both your.
told Siri no. But it's still. I couldn't even open like this eye.
Mm.
Like it was just. I couldn't even do it.
Oh my God.
So I like got my phone, but I told Siri to call someone, and I was like, "You have to Google what should I do if I get resin in my eye?"
Mm.
And it was like nothing's popping up, but like I'm panicking, so they was panicking
Mm.
because we done heard so many resin horror stories. So they was panicking, I'm panicking. So they was like, "Well, I can't find nothing. You gotta go to the ambulance. There's nothing I can do. I'm 45 minutes away."
Mm.
So I had told Siri to call the ambulance. Ambulance came, and it seemed like the ambulance was like, I was screaming and carrying on, but the ambulance was just like,
You mean the workers, the
yes,
EMTs,
the paramedic. They was
paramedics?
like,
They were just like,
she
you know,
was,
the audio podcast. People can't see you stroking your shoulder.
she just was shrugging her shoulders. Like it didn't seem like she really cared. It was, but I think it was more so like she sees something like this every day. Like people probably got stuff in the eye all the time, and she probably knew I was gonna be okay. But I didn't know that I was gonna be okay.
Right.
Like I'm in pain. I'm hurting.
Right. And you
It seemed
need
like she was
to
just like,
be blind.
yeah,
Yeah.
desensitized almost.
Yeah, she is, you mean?
Yeah. So she just was like, whatever, we'll take it to the hospital. So I get to the hospital and um the doctor stuck these 2 like sticks in my, I don't want to say needles.
Mm.
I want to say he stuck these 2 sticks in my eyes to see what level it was. He said it was a level 8. I don't know what that was, 8 out of 10 or what
Right.
that mean, but an 8 seems high to me.
Right, right. Because you think out of
The
10.
8 seems high to me.
Right.
When he stuck the needles in my, I had a fit. He
Mm.
was actually really nice,
Mm.
but I had a whole fit when he did that, and
Right.
he had to do it twice in both eyes.
Mm.
This was
Oh.
terrible, but if you get resin in your eye, no need to panic like I did. You just have to go flush your eye out with water or saline. I doubt you have saline, but that's all. That's all they did.
After
I
he put
could have.
the eye, though, what did he do?
He he had to go back to people with bigger problems, but he just told them to flush my eye out.
With just water?
It was just what I could have did it.
That's crazy.
I could I could have did it while I was at the studio, but who knows?
Right.
But then after that, I looked up people's stories when they got not stories, but uh they say all you gotta do is just flush it, but you can flush it with saline.
Mm.
I should purchase some saline.
I don't even know what saline exactly is when it comes to putting it in your eye. Is saline a chemical or no?
It's a water.
Uh-huh.
It's some type of water.
With saline in it, what is the saline part?
Alcohol.
I'm not putting alcohol in my eye. No, that's
I
not.
made up alcohol. I just but yeah, so if you get resin in your eye, don't worry. Just you have to flush. That was uncomfortable though. Water
Mm.
being flushed in my eye was uncomfortable.
I can see that.
Mm.
I can see that being uncomfortable. I think that's
Cool.
crazy.
Where your where your protection?
Goggles. Yeah. And
Goggles
now you have goggles. You have a whole face mask with the headset, right? Or with the goggles on the.
is is goggles is a face mask so you don't breathe it in,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's a whole like suit,
Mm-hmm.
lab suit, but the
Yeah.
lab suit has a hood on it, so it
Okay.
don't get on my hair neither,
Oh,
and cause it gets all over the place.
when it gets on your hair, what happens?
You just
Okay.
gotta wash your hair or your hair gets sticky. I got it in my hair. Your
Uh,
hair gets, you gotta just wash it right out, but it'll stick together.
okay.
So just, it ruins your clothes. So you definitely want to have the lab suit so you don't keep going through clothes who want to keep wasting
Right.
clothes.
Right.
Um, one designer was telling me that they stopped doing it because it just was too messy.
Really?
Like it gets everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they probably just don't have the space.
the space here. So it's pretty cool though. I like it.
Mm.
So let's get into,
Should I ask you how resin is going?
yes, let's get into resin.
Yeah.
Um, so the fashion world has these chest plates, porcelain corsets, frozen
Mm-hmm.
corsets have been a thing lately,
I would say
and
like 2 years, maybe three.
yeah, three. Like, but it was the bigger designers, Schiaparelli. I seen Mugler.
Mm.
I seen a lot of big designers do it,
Okay.
and at first nobody could figure out
Mm-hmm.
what is this, how is this being made. So it took us about 2 to 3 years to figure it out,
Right.
cause everybody that was one thing that everybody was gatekeeping.
Yeah.
But so there's different ways people use Worbla or people use resin. And I've seen people take an actual mannequin and cut the mannequin up, which is
OD.
crazy. Yeah, OD. And have you seen any other ways?
Warbler. Oh, the leather. The soaking of the leather
Hmm.
and using leather to the when you submerge leather in water and when you form it on a mannequin or whatever, it then also takes the shape of whatever is formed on, and then when it dries, it stays that shape. Now,
Hmm.
I don't know how long that lasts, if that's forever, like resin is forever. I wonder if the leather ever goes back to just being flat leather.
Probably.
But they say it works. I'm just wondering for how long, but okay.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Right, yeah, I don't know.
But I think the easiest way
Mm-hmm.
is to do it with the resin because you can do whatever fabric you want.
Mm-hmm.
You could do a shirt. You could do any design really. Versus with Warbler, is Warbler only comes in a black color, a clear color, and like a brown color. And
Mm-hmm.
that's just like a base. You still have to go over it, spray paint it,
Mm-hmm.
put a design on it. Although it is harder and it looks better. It looks more like a chest plate.
Mm-hmm.
The resin, I think the resin is just the easiest, but it's just messy.
Yeah,
Resin is used in different industries, and it just made it to the fashion industry.
right. Like I've often seen people use resin to gloss their paintings, like
Mhm.
when they're done,
Mhm.
or these like wooden tables and crystals when they like put different materials together to make a
Mhm.
full table or interior design piece. At the end they'll pour resin on it and it all comes
Mhm.
in shiny and glossy. I've seen that
Mhm.
a lot in the art world and interior design.
Yeah. Um, they use it for jewelry, and even in the construction world, they
Oh,
use resin.
okay.
So it's like a glue, basically.
Interesting.
If you want to like, it's like a glue. It's like a cast. It's like a mold.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you can use it as a glue. Like if you want to glue something and you don't want it to come off, but it's just a little bit.
Okay.
I asked Chet and it popped up.
Yeah.
People use it as a glue.
Honestly, wait. So maybe that's why they're pouring the resin on the crystals on top of the countertop. Maybe because it keeps the crystals in the same place. You know,
Hmm. Yeah, keeps it in the shine.
in the shine. Yeah. Okay.
Did you know that the rhinestones that we use, they're made out of resin?
Mm.
Hmm.
Interesting.
So it's really around us. It's something in your house made out of resin right now.
I'm sure. I'm sure. Probably the gloss on like the little statues and stuff that I have, like the little elephants and whatnot.
Hmm.
See, possibly
When I first started, it was a lot of like horror stories. I mean, I did have like it get in my eye.
horror stories in relation to your horror stories, not horror stories you heard from other people.
No, horror stories that I heard from other people just saying. You know, when you first start something, people be like, don't breathe that in because
Don't what that
don't breathe that in.
is? Oh,
Artists was dying because their lungs cracked.
who said that to you?
My neighbor.
Okay, because I'm like, who even knows or has heard of that?
But they actually made the resin like not so strong, I guess. They say
Okay.
reconnecting.
Oh, really? Like a loss?
Oh no, I hear you. It's back.
Oh, okay.
Um,
They made the resin less strong.
I'm assuming that they made it less strong because it says on there it says warning damage to the skin, but why do they sell it so easily if you could
Mm,
just go right in there and buy it if it's such a bad chemical?
right. I never even thought about that. Like, is it that strong to where it could be harmful to your body, your lungs, your health?
Yeah, you know when you go into a nail salon and it's that nail salon smell?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it gives. So yes, you need to not breathe that in. You need to cover up and wear a mask.
Mm-hmm.
But the horror stories that somebody said.
Now I think about it. One of the nail salons I go to, they don't ever be wearing no face mask.
My friend do knows. She was like, I need to start wearing face masks. She was like, I don't wear it at all. So yeah, breathing that in every day,
It's not.
and if you're making art every single day
Mm-hmm.
for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about your specific resin collection. How is that going? Because you had the white beater collection, then you had the leather or the brown tone cool pieces, and now you have the custom jerseys. So,
Hmm.
how are you enjoying your experience, or do you feel like this is a phase? Like, what are you thinking?
It's definitely not a phase.
Mm,
I think that when I first started versus now, even though there was such a short period of time,
mm,
um, I think I'm getting better.
mm.
Every day that I do it, I learn something new.
Yeah,
Um, but I think that'll definitely. But did we call it 3D fashion?
yeah,
I think that'll definitely be my thing, my lane.
okay,
I've been brainstorming. I made like a dress, and I'm trying to figure out what to do with the back. Cause if I make the back, they won't be able to sit down.
mm,
So I want to see if I want to drape the back.
mm,
Um, then like customers, they've been complaining about like how it feel in the inside. So I want to try it with a UV foam. So I'm still in trial and error, but every time I'm getting better.
yeah. You
So once I master,
love
I
it.
can see, huh?
So you still love it and enjoy it?
Yeah.
Mm,
Once I master it, I can see that being my thing.
yeah.
I can see me running with it for like a couple years.
Okay.
And definitely the cleaning up part,
Mm-hmm.
I had put it in a sink, but I don't know why would I was cleaning up, but I was like rinsing out the bowl and I put it in the sink and I wound up clogging the sink.
Mm-hmm.
But they fixed it.
Oh, they did.
Yeah. They
Okay.
fixed it fast. That was like 2 weeks.
Oh wow.
Now I'm just so cautious with it. Like I throw everything out. I was trying to save it for like as much as I could. Measurements is correct. I had to get measuring cups because I was guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Just yeah.
Yeah.
I need a separate room because it's ruining the floor is ruining everything. But do you think you ever get into resin? How do you feel about resin?
Um,
Chest plates, Warbler, 3D porcelain.
I don't really see it for me. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason I love them, I think they're beautiful. I think it's like an artistic way of fashion. Like I don't know, like it's gorgeous. But when I think of like corsets and stuff, I like material. I don't know, like I think they're so pretty though, and I think it's
Mm-hmm.
more like art.
Mm-hmm.
Should be priced as such. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I don't really see myself really getting into it. Like I would try it to experiment to see what it's like to like kind of just like I like painting on canvases sometimes. It's like I would try it just to see what it's like or create something beautiful, but I don't see it being part of my brand
Mm-hmm.
really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I think it would be cool to try to experiment with and maybe like but for me I like that fabric is adjustable. If I have to I need stuff that I can manipulate after the fact if I mess up. You can't really manipulate it after you mess up, right?
Yeah.
Guys?
But I mean, I guess you'll see before it hardens, you'll see if you mess up.
Yeah, but then like for example, somebody has to be this exact perfect size for it to fit them. Versus if I make a corset in some type of a similar way, let's say just draping a fabric to give that same look, but not it not being hard. If they get bigger or smaller, or I need to tailor it in some way, I can still tailor it and then they fit it. Versus with
Mm-hmm.
corset, there's no tailoring after the fact. It is done and
Yeah.
that exact size.
Mm-hmm.
They can never once their boobs grow after they have a baby or whatever, they can never wear that again. Like so. But I do see myself like hanging one on my wall as like artwork. I think it's
Mm-hmm.
yeah, a moment in time for sure. I just don't necessarily see it being part of my like collection.
Mm-hmm.
Kinda. It would have to be something that is manipulatable or stretchy.
Mm-hmm.
Resin doesn't give any stretch anytime you use it. Even
Mm-hmm.
for it a little bit, it's over the fence.
Probably if you pour a little bit because it's not all over.
No, like if it's all over it, but it's thinly like let's say you did it with a paintbrush instead of dipping it in resin or whatever, would it still
Probably,
give?
probably with a paintbrush.
Yeah, I feel like I need a fabric that has some give so people can get in and out of it or adjust to it in some way. But I can't I can't see myself doing it for a collection versus for art.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen this wet look shirt? I feel like
With
it's
the bra inside of it.
yeah. Is that
Yeah, I
not
love that.
people? It's a shirt front and back though.
Yeah,
So
I
how
was trying to figure that out.
is it?
I was trying to figure that out.
I'm trying to figure out how that shirt with the bra in it is front and back, and people are getting in and out of it.
Let me see. Let me go to the video. And I got a zipper in it. I got a zipper in the back.
Let me see. Okay, I'm looking at it.
Maybe they didn't.
Oh, it does have.
Maybe they didn't put any on the back. Maybe they just put the resin over top of the bra. No, it was another video the girl actually tried it on. I
Yeah.
thought that was the video. They put the resin on the mannequin first,
Mm.
then put the well they had the bra on there first, but put the resin on the mannequin and over top of the bra first, and then they put the shirt on top and they made the wet look from the back. And the back of it, I think the back is dry and he just added the zipper.
Okay, I can see that possibly. I just want to actually see it. Like I want to actually
Did she
see.
tag the designer?
Mm-mm.
That's another thing I don't like. Tag y'all designers.
Did you see this look that Doja Cat wore? Like even that wet look is front and back, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just wondering, like, is that a different chemical or
Something they gatekeeping.
maybe. But yeah,
We ain't even gonna talk about what.
not tagging designers.
Oh,
But no,
Yaga.
huh?
Yaga.
Yaga, who's that?
Yaga.
I don't know what that is. Is that a thing that the kids are saying?
Remember on Vine?
I've
This
never,
by Yaga.
I've never been on Vine. Never. No, I had a client not tag me, but tag somebody else as the designer purposely. Yeah. So people could assume that they designed the thing that I made. It was kind of annoying. Either way, neither here nor there. I still got paid full price, so who cares? It's just annoying. But do you be you. Let's end this episode here. Make sure you
Mhm.
blessings.
Before you count your money.
Bye.
Bye.